countries. Okay, so I'm going to start. So thank you for joining us on the Caribbean Corner. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves as normal. Luke, take it away.
Hello, Sarah. Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Luke, Business Development Manager for Royalton Resorts. And today I'm going to talk to you about the amazing Royalton Grenada Hotel. And my price today is £50, but you have to be signed up to the royaltonrewards.co.uk to get the rewards. So if you're not already, please go and do that now with a chance of winning the £50.
Super. Thank you, Luke. And Carolyn.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are. Carolyn Brown from the Anguilla Tourist Board, based in London, and looking forward to sharing a little bit more about the beautiful island of Anguilla. And the prize this afternoon is going to be a Marks & Spencer's £50 voucher, which I hope will come in handy, and a few treats for everybody. But looking forward to sharing some more of Anguilla with you as we move along today.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. And last but not least, we've got Renee.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I am Renee Moses, Marketing Executive here at Grenada Tourism Authority today. And I'm excited to announce that we will be giving a £50 Love to Shop voucher today, as well as spices and lovely chocolate from here, Pure Grenada.
Super. Thank you very much. Well, over to you, Renee. If you can take us and transport us to that beautiful island, the Spice Island of Grenada.
I'm going to get right into it.
Thank you.
All righty, everyone. So, welcome to Pure Grenada, Caracou, and Petite Martinique, which is just for you. This is me, Renee Moses, a lovely girl from the Caribbean, just here trying to help you explore and have a fantastic time here in Pure Grenada, Caracou, and Petite Martinique. So let's get into it. How do you get here from the UK? You can get here via British Airways or Virgin Atlantic via Heathrow, and you would come to Barbados and then onwards to Grenada with regional carriers such as into Caribbean Airlines or even Liat. And from me, you will be able to come directly with Virgin Atlantic and British Airways. Pure Grenada, Caracou, and Petite Martinique. 3 islands, 1 unique destination. So we are a beach destination, of course. We have over 50 beaches, black sand, as well as lovely white sand beaches. There's a lot to do in Grenada in terms of water. We have over 20 waterfalls that you can trek to. You can take a dip in, you can have a lunch there and just take in the atmosphere. You can also river tube and kayak in many rivers. Of course, you may know that we have the world's first underwater sculpture, which is breathtaking. It's a conservation project that was built in Grenada in 2006. And we are, of course, a dive destination with over 50 diving sites between Grenada, Caracou, and Petite Martinique. On land, we have a lovely rainforest to the center of the island, where you can find lovely Mona monkeys, low-level hikes, high-level hikes, go up to our highest peak, Mount St. Catherine, and just taking the breathtaking views, the fresh air, and all that nature has to offer. Now, Grenada, we are known as the spice of the Caribbean because we are known for our spices, namely the nutmeg, as we are one of the highest suppliers of nutmeg in the world. Now, we also have rich soil. So, of course, we have, in addition to our fruits and vegetables, we have lovely cocoa in Grenada, a lot of cocoa. So we have a lot of chocolate. We have over 5 artisanal chocolate makers here in Grenada, and we even have an annual chocolate festival. This year, tentatively, our annual chocolate festival will be in May from 7th to 12th May 2021. It may or may not be in person, but for now it's virtual. So we will have more information on that on our website, puregrenada.com, for you. So let's talk about what's new and exciting in Pure Grenada. The great thing about Grenada is there's always something new to do. We normally have our festivals such as the sailboat regattas. You can go and hike. We also have carnivals and so, but let's talk about some new activities that you can do in Grenada. So we have our Grenada Petroglyphs Rock Art Tour. Now, petroglyphs are just carvings in stones, and we have had Amerindians here back in the day, and you start off in our Grenada National Museum right here in the town of St. George's, and you go along the coast and inlands of Grenada, where you can stop at different locations like beaches, rivers. You can end up in the rainforest and just all over Grenada, and just taking the history of Grenada. These suppliers here, Urban Horizons and Grenada Villa, take guides here, guides with you. You can take guides with you, and they will tell you a little bit about the history, which Amerindian group did which carving, etc. So it's a great way to learn about the history of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Now, I mentioned that we had rich soil. Now we have a brand new tea room, which is called the Garden of Bay Leaf. And they really take into account the natural healing abilities of herbs that are grown here in Grenada. And it's a fantastic experience for tea lovers to come and enjoy this tea room. They have fantastic teas. They show you how they make it. They give you, the scones and all the lovely treats that go along with the tea. And you can have a lovely, for example, if you were having a bridal shower, it's a lovely opportunity to go there and have some good times with the girls. And just, even if you just wanted to go and have some afternoon tea, it would be a lovely opportunity to go and check out these herbal teas made right here in Grenada. Continuing along our cuisine and, natural stuff that we have here in Grenada. Grenada is known for our cuisine, with the mixture of our spices and the herbs and all the different fruits and vegetables that grow here. We have a lot of different cuisine activities and experiences in Grenada. Right here, we have a lovely culinary safari with the lovely Chef Belinda, who is known within the region for her lovely cuisine and her lovely delectable dishes. Now, she would take you on a farm-to-table experience at the Tower Estate, and she will make you anything that you would like to eat right there from their garden, their organic garden. And let me tell you, the Tower Estate has a lot of different fruits, vegetables, herbs, everything that you need to make any type of dish for any diet or any craving that you may have. So if you have a foodie who's really interested in learning about how food is made, where it comes from, this culinary safari is a very good experience that they can come and be a part of in Grenada. We also have other experiences in culinary sphere in Grenada, such as the Savor of the Spice tour. So let's talk about what's new in accommodations. The Point at Calavini is a lovely exclusive property in the southern part of Grenada. They have 12 well-equipped condos and 3 villas. Now, this property, they love to think about wellness and just your whole overall well-being. They have a spa, they have a gym, and they really take into account, the energy that you want to have in your stay. Now, we have Spice Island Beach Resort here. It's not new, but I'm sure many of you know about Spice Island, but they've been closed, and they are looking to reopen this year in October 2021. So that's something to keep on your radar and look out for. Now, we can't wait to welcome Six Senses Grenada here right now. They are beginning construction in La Sagesse, and they're going to have 100 rooms. Now, if you know the Six Senses brand, you know that they're super luxurious, fantastic, well-appointed rooms, and the resort is going to be fantastic. We're so excited to have them on board coming to Grenada. And last but definitely not least, Kimpton Kawana Bay will be on the southernmost part of our world-renowned Grand Anse Beach. They're going to have 164 rooms, and they are currently in construction phase. I could tell you, I've seen it, and I'm so excited because I could just envision the beauty and all that's going to have here in Grenada. And it's definitely, it definitely comes in the Grenada brand because it's so fun and quirky and cool. And just on the end of the Grand Anse Beach, it's going to be really fun and really hot. So if you have visitors who want to do something cool and new, Kimpton Kawana Bay is definitely something to keep on your radar for 2022. Now here I'm going to show you a video overview of why Pure Grenada is just for you. Enjoy.
Tips of your fingers down to the soles of your feet, a glimmer in your skin that I can't believe. And take a trip to the sea, let your hair run free. Or you're a rebel in disguise. Is that the devil in your eyes? We fell in love right by the ocean, made out of glass, down on the sand. We fell in love right by the ocean, made out of glass, down on the sand. We fell in love right by the ocean, made out of glass.
So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much. Please do not hesitate to ask us any questions. We're here to provide all the information that you will need for your future trips to Pure Grenada. Thank you.
Thank you, Renee. That was amazing. Luke, over to you.
Thank you very much. So now Renee's gave us the lowdown of how amazing, obviously, the island is. Let me tell you where to send your guests. So just bear with me 2 seconds. Can we all see that okay?
Not yet.
Oh, my apologies, sorry.
All good.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about the Royalton Grenada. It's one of our newest hotels. We've not even opened the doors to the hotel as of yet. It should be open, but we all know what's happened in the world at the moment, which has obviously made us unfortunately delay the opening of the hotel. We are due to open it hopefully by the 1st of June, but it all depends on the restrictions. You know, sort of when we get the update, I believe is in April from the UK. So fingers crossed everything goes okay for us and we can open the doors to this amazing hotel, which you'll find out a lot more about in a couple of minutes time. The first thing I want to talk to you about is our Safety Assured program, which is probably the most important slide of my presentation. So it's basically a steering wheel we've put together to guarantee the safety of all guests in any of our Royalton resorts, and also the safety of the staff in resort as well. So first of all, we've got the 2-meter ruling. So anywhere you go, there'll be the 2-meter ruling. You've got your hand sanitizers, and that's at the opening of the actual hotel itself. Any of the restaurants, you know, the gym, anything like that, there'll be hand sanitizers dotted around the resort itself. All our staff have been sent on a training and awareness course, so they're fully prepared and obviously in the know-how of what they need to do in resort, as well as we also we've opted for a 24-hour room clean. So once somebody's vacated a room, we do a deep clean in that room and we leave it for at least 24 hours before we put any other guests back into that room. Okay, with regards to all of our restaurants, obviously the a la carte restaurants are from a menu base anyway, so everything's freshly prepared. However, if you do go to our buffet restaurant, we have everything pre-plated in there and covered over as well, so everything's nice and safe there for you as well. So, but any questions with regards to the safety assured program, just obviously let me know and I can go over in a bit more detail with you. Like I say, we're going to cover the Royalton Grenada today, which is perfectly fitting really after what Renee's just done for us. So the property is a new property. It was formerly known as the Grenadian by Rex Resort. Now, I did have to ask Renee before I come onto this webinar because I looked at the transfer time. Now, it did say you could walk it in 7 minutes from the airport to the hotel and 3 minutes in a taxi or a car. So that's how close, especially when you've just done a long flight from the UK or wherever you flew in from. It's nice to know that you've only got a 7-minute walk before you're at the hotel, so it's perfect for that. The other thing is our hotel is actually based on not one sandy beach, but 2. And it's in the Tamarind Bay, which is one of the best locations you can be in Grenada. I just wanted to show you an overview of what the actual property looks like. And again, just, you know, the amazing beach it lies on with that amazing sea as well. So what is Royalton Grenada? So it has 269 modern luxury suites. We have 2 categories under just the standard Royalton brand, which is the luxury ocean and oceanfront and beachfront suites and the standard luxury junior suites. We also have another 7 categories, but you have to upgrade your customers to our Diamond Club, which I'll go into a bit more detail later on in this presentation. But we do have presidential suites all the way up to 4-bedroom suites. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4-bedroom suites at the property. We have a world-class royal spa. We have unlimited reservation freedom dining. So what that basically means that you don't have to make any reservations to any of the restaurants. It's a first come first serve basis. Let's say you turn up to one of the a la carte restaurants. It's very busy, we can't get you a table straight away. What happens is they'll give you a pager. So you can go to the martini bar if you wanted to, have a drink, wait for your table to be available. Your pager will flash to let you know that your table is available. Maximum time you're waiting for is around 20 minutes, so it's not too long. But there is other obviously a la carte restaurants you can go to as well as. So you've got plenty of options. You've got unlimited international and national drinks in resort as well, whether that's alcoholic or non-alcoholic. We've got all in connectivity, which is your free Wi-Fi throughout the whole of the resort. So in some hotels, it's just designated areas, but with all our Royalton properties, you get it throughout the whole of the resort, even on the beach. We've even got Bluetooth speakers in your rooms and USB charging stations, which is brilliant because I'm sure we've all taken the wrong plug adapter when we've been on our holidays. We've got the Royalton Signature Rain Shower. We've got the Royalton Signature Dream Beds. Now, these are specially made in Canada, which we have in all our Royalton properties. And it's also got a special sealant on the beds as well. So if anybody's got any allergies when it comes down to bedding itself, not a problem. The special sealant on the bed will make sure that there's no issue there whatsoever. Satellite TV. We've got satellite TV in all the rooms. You can even order 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Room service from the TV, which is absolutely amazing. I tried it when I was there last and it's superb. We've got sports events guarantee, which I'll go into a bit more detail later on in the presentation, as well as all non-motorized sports, water sports is included free of charge. We've got a fitness center. We've got daytime and evening shows as well. And we've got a supervised kids clubs and complimentary room service, which I've just touched based on for 24 hours, 7 days a week. So just a couple of pictures I wanted to show you of the property. Top left-hand corner here is as you arrive at the Royalton Grenada. In the middle here is our cafe bar, which we've got on site. So unlimited coffee, which is brilliant for me. Top right-hand corner is our pool area. And there at the bottom is the two beaches, what the hotel lies on. Again, I just wanted to show you an overview of what the lobby and the arrival, what you see when you arrive at the Royalton Grenada. This is the lobby area. So this is where the concierge is. This is where you'll check in. This is where you'll meet your butler if you've upgraded to the Diamond Club. So this is, as you can see, it's nice and open, and it's a lot of space there as well for the size of the hotel. A nice little courtyard area. So, you know, if you want to have, again, sit down, read a book, drink your coffee, free coffee throughout, and take it onto the courtyard, you are there. You can do that absolutely fine. Or if you want to be a bit more daring and have a daiquiri, you can also do that as well as. Just a picture of what the pool looks like. It's not huge when it comes down to the rest of our Royalton properties, but again, for the size of the property, the size is absolutely fine. And again, just wanted to show you the backdrop of the Caribbean Sea in the background there, which looks absolutely incredible as well. So Diamond Club. So this is available at every one of our Royalton properties. Okay, so to upgrade your customers to Diamond Club, we'll give them the highest end what we offer in all our Royalton hotels. So what does your customers get when you upgrade them to Diamond Club? As I've already mentioned, you get butler service. So when you check in, you'll be introduced to your butler, and that butler will be your butler for the duration of your stay in whichever hotel you're staying in. You get a preferred room location. So what that basically means is that you are guaranteed to get the best location room within the hotel. So you're guaranteed to get sea views, close to the beach, close to all the amenities and the pools, etc. So fantastic room locations as well. You get a choice of what liquor you want in your room. So again, you get up to 3 bottles of liquor you can choose, and you have your own optics in your room. You get preferential reservations for any a la carte restaurant on site. And again, this is all over all Royalton properties. You get a private beach area, which is waiter service. You even get a private pool area as well, which is also waitered service. You get a personalized check-in and check-out service. You get internationally branded drinks. You even get a pillow menu. And you also get discounts at the spa for any treatments and beauty services. I just wanted to show you what the Diamond Club pool area looks like. And as you can see, it's amazing. Another picture there for you shows you our beautiful sun lounges there. These are our couple sun lounges, but we also have the single ones as well. But again, there's only a few of these around the pool area, so they do get taken up fairly quickly. But, you know, again, I'm sure you can all agree they look amazing. So onto our rooms. So these are actually our standard rooms. So the top one is a luxury room ocean view, and the bottom one is the luxury ocean front. So the ocean front are actually ground level, which is actually on the beach itself, and the ocean view are obviously second level upwards. We do have other room categories, as I've mentioned. So these are the 2 room standard rooms, what you would get. But if you do upgrade, like I say, to the Diamond Club, they will get an option of our larger suites as well as. So just wanted to show you obviously what our rooms look like. And as you can see here, you get his and her bathrobes, and you get a safety deposit box in your rooms. You get your ironing board. The view from your room, if you are on a beachfront suite there, you get a welcome drink as well as your sort of refreshing towels, which will be available in your room for you. And as you can see, bottom right hand corner here is your optics bar, what you have if you upgrade to the Diamond Club. And as you can see, there's Bacardi there and other branded drinks. So they are internationally branded, as you can see. I just wanted to share with you the view again from what you get if you go and have a beachfront suite there, which is one of our standards. Weddings, we do weddings in resort, absolutely fine. We have our weddings team. I have all the details on all the wedding packages you can pre-book for guests. We also offer honeymoons, and again, we have special you know, sort of packages when it comes down to honeymoons, and you can also renew your wedding vows as well. So please contact myself, and I can get you obviously what packages are available in resort. Luxury dining, we touch base, like I say, it is sort of freedom dining. So again, it's first come, first serve. We do have 3 a la carte restaurants. We've got the Gray's Italian. We've also got the Taj, which is an Indian. And we've also got a French cuisine as well as our international buffet restaurant and the coffee shop as well as. When it comes down to our bars, we have the lobby bar, martini bar, we've got a swim up bar, a chill pool bar, and the Sands Beach bar as well as. So this is our international buffet restaurant. Plenty of seating, plenty of tables, so it's not overcrowded. This is our Taj, which is our Indian restaurant. And this is our Italian restaurant, which is a beachfront location, which is absolutely stunning as well. And this is our coffee house. This is where I'd spend most of my days when I go to our Royalton resorts. They've got pastries, fantastic. They've also got ice cream as well. So it's like heaven when we go to the coffee bar at any of our Royalton properties. This is our lobby bar. And this is our martini bar. Kids, we have our kids clubs from the age of 4 to 12. This is quite unique, actually. When I spoke to the guys at Grenada Tourist Board, they actually said one of the key selling points for Royalton is actually having children's clubs. There's not many properties out there what offers this. We've also got a splash park as well. It's only small. Don't get me wrong, it is a small splash park, but it's something what nobody else has in Grenada. So 4 to 12 years old, we've got the supervised kids clubs where they can play on games consoles. They've got air hockeys, they've got arcade machines, and they will do shows, mini stage shows. They've got cartoons, and they'll also play popular games as well with the guys who obviously look after the kids clubs. Sports events guarantee. So what that basically means is any major sporting events will guarantee to be on at our sports bar. So for example, I'm a diehard football fan. I would want to go and watch the football even when I'm on holiday. Yes, I know I get told off by my wife quite a lot about that, but I still want to go and watch the football. Okay, that's obviously European sports as well as American sports as well as, you know, that's available to go and watch in our sports bar. After lockdown, this is where I need to be. A year in lockdown, I've put on the pounds a little bit, so I need to go and visit the gym. But as you can see here, we've got free weights, and we've got all the latest gadgets in our gym as well as. We've even got the TVs in there with all the music channels on there to give that a little bit more of a motivation. But what we also do on the beach, we can do, you know, sort of beach activities, a bit more boot camp sort of style, and we can do that on the beach. We also can do it indoors as well if you want to do that. You can also get a personal trainer, and you can rent a personal trainer for the hour. And let's say you're sticking to a fitness regime back at home and you want to continue it whilst you're on holiday, absolutely fine. Pay for the fitness instructor and they will continue obviously your regime whilst you're away on your holidays. And this is probably more my thing, a bit of yoga. Doesn't look too strenuous, and you can do it on the beach, nice and quiet, and a beautiful setting there for you as well. I just want to show you a video. Now, this is an unofficial video, as we haven't made any yet. So please bear with it. It just cut off quite sharpish at the end, but it's just to give you really an idea of what the property looks like, rather than look at it on slides, just to get the idea of what it actually looks like on a video for you. So hope you enjoy it. Told you it did cut off at the end. So hopefully you get an idea of obviously what the property is going to look like. But as soon as we do have the official one from Royalton, I'll upload it on my Facebook anyway, so you can all see that one. I just wanted to share with you my contact details if you don't have these already. So it's lswarbrook@bluediamondresorts.com is my email. And again, my mobile telephone number's on there if you have any questions or queries. And the last thing I just want to touch base before I pass you back over to Sarah is our reward program. I just want to reiterate, if you've not signed up to the royaltonrewards.co.uk already, you won't be able to win the £50 what we're giving away today. So please do that now. If you have, fantastic. And you can also sign up to our sister reward programs as well, which is Planet Hollywood and Starfish. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you very much, Luke. It'd be great to see the hotel when it's finally open.
Absolutely.
I know.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so now we're going to slide across to Anguilla, and Carolyn's going to transport us to another part of paradise.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. And for those that I didn't meet at the beginning, it's Carolyn Brown from the Anguilla Tourist Board based in London. And my colleagues are behind the scenes, Chantal Richardson and Sharon Lowe, and they'll be very happy to answer any questions on the chat if you've got any as I'm going through. For those that don't know about Anguilla or know little about Anguilla, we are a British overseas territory. We're very small, one of the smaller islands in the Caribbean, roughly 14,500 people and 35 square miles. And I'm going to just talk a little bit about the COVID situation and travel to Anguilla at the moment. For guests wishing to come to Anguilla at this time, they have to actually apply to travel. And this is very easily done through the Anguilla Tourist Board website. I visit Anguilla-escape, and it's pre-authorization. Once the application has gone through, your guests are then given a concierge who will be able to assist them with all the planning for their time, for their travel to Anguilla. There is, as I said, entry requirements in place, and this is purely to protect Anguilla itself and also our visitors. Anguilla has had only 18 COVID cases since they opened the borders on the 1st of November, and those have also been, they have been intercepted on arrival. You must have a PCR test 3 to 5 days before travel. You're tested on arrival, and then you go to your accommodation, and then within 24 hours, it's much shorter period, your test results will come back. We do have a fee involved, and this is just an example, but it is also on the website in much more detail, and any questions and answers that you do have. One thing that we have done, and this again goes back to when your guests arrive on the island, their PCR test is taken and they wait at their accommodation. What we have done to make what we call, we don't like to say quarantine, we like to say stay in space, because you actually have to stay in space for 10 to 14 days, depending where your clients are arriving from. We've created the Anguilla Bubble, and this is an example. This is Frangipani Beach Resort. It's one of our 4-star properties on Meads Bay. The Meads Bay Bubble is based between a number of the properties and restaurants along the beach. So the guests staying at Frangipani can go and dine at these restaurants and walk within the perimeters of the bubble. They can also, it's not as restricted as that in the sense if they wish to play golf, they can be picked up by one of our registered drivers, taken to the golf course. They can also dine at restaurants that are part of the bubble off the Meads Bay area. They can go on excursions, they can scuba dive, and they can do a lot of water sports and visit our offshore quays, but only with what we call our Safe Environment Certified providers. So it still gives people a wonderful opportunity to explore the island at this time. And as things are changing, now, you know, moving along with COVID and the restrictions that are going on, things will change, but it still makes Anguilla very easy to explore and very easy to enjoy. As I said, you're not stuck within your room. You can explore the resorts, the beach, and various other activities on offer in what we're calling the Anguilla Bubble. To get to Anguilla, we're part of the Leeward Islands, so we're very close to St. Martin, St. Bart's, Antigua, and St. Kitts and Nevis and the BVI. As I mentioned, it's a very small island. It's only 35 square miles and very long and narrow. Traveling from the UK, there are a number of options, and I know we have other people on the presentation today from different parts of the world, but we're, you know, for coming from the United Kingdom, you can go via Antigua, with British Airways or Virgin Atlantic, or Saint Martin with Air France and KLM. Obviously, both of these going through Paris and Amsterdam, and Virgin going out of Heathrow and British Airways out of Gatwick. Once you're in Antigua, you can then transfer with one of our local carriers, Anguilla Air Services and Trans-Anguilla. They both offer schedule and charter operation as well. And it's about a 50-minute flight. So by the time your guests arrive into Antigua, clear immigration and through to recheck in for their flight, they can be in Anguilla by about 6 p.m. in the evening, just in time for a lovely sunset cocktail. In St. Martin, it's probably one of the smaller flights in the world. It's roughly from the Dutch side to Anguilla, where Princess Juliana Airport in. It's a 7-minute flight. But the Anguilla government also have a fantastic, what we call our airport dock. It's minutes across from the airport on the Dutch side, and it's we have a variety of different providers, charter boat providers that offer the transfer across to Anguilla's port, which is Blowing Point. And again, it can take up to 25 minutes, but it's a really lovely way actually of arriving in Anguilla. We also have on the French side, the local ferry service. It operates back and forth throughout the day. But again, if you're flying into St. Martin or arriving in St. Martin, it makes sense to actually just go across to the ferry port and straight to Anguilla's Blowing Point, or fly if you wish. As we say in Anguilla, lose the crowd and find yourself. So what I'm going to do is just share with you some of our fantastic properties on island. And, you know, Anguilla is perceived as being quite high end, but we have a fantastic choice of properties across all price points. And the island is small enough to be able to share with you just some of those properties that are on offer to your guests. The Four Seasons Resort is set between two beaches on Meads Bay and Barnes Bay. They have not just suites and rooms, but they also have 36 residents, which you can see here at the front, right on beautiful Barnes Bay. As you can see, Anguilla is very flat. It's not like our islands such as Grenada with its lush rolling hills. The island is very flat, and hence we're surrounded by these absolutely stunning powder white beaches. There's 33 of them in all around the island, and they're all public. We don't have private beaches in Anguilla. Anybody can explore and enjoy any of the beaches around the island. We have 7 5-star resorts on the island, and they're all very different. I do say to people, you really have to match your clients to the property. And I do get many calls from tour operators and agents all asking, you know, what would work for their clients and asking for recommendations. The other one is the beautiful auberge resort, Malyahana. It's at the opposite end of Meads Bay from the Four Seasons. Again, set over beautiful Meads Bay and Turtle Cove. A lovely, lovely property, great beachfront facilities as well, and a totally different look, very sort of soft palette to Four Seasons. Belmont Cap Geluka, an iconic property on the island, set on gorgeous Mordays Bay with a beautiful outlook across to St. Martin. Again, a totally very Moorish in design. And lovely appointed rooms. A lot of the properties on island have been had a lot of refurbishment over the last couple of years, post Hurricane Irma in 2017. So they're really looking quite fabulous. Zemi Beach House is our only 5-star resort at the east end of the island. It's on Shell Bay East. Again, a beautiful property offering a wide choice of accommodations from their residents up to suites, to honeymoon suites on the rooftop with dip pools. A really lovely, lovely property and a great asset at the east end of the island. Kuznat Golf Resort and Spa, Rendezvous Bay, and I mentioned St. Martin, and if you can see in this image here, you can look across to the distance there and you have St. Martin, and it just shows you how close we are to our sister island. Kuznat, again, another great property. It offers villas, which are fantastic for multi-generational travel or families or groups of friends traveling together. It really is a lovely property with a fresh look to it as well. It's been totally refurbished. And again, a beautiful outlook. a sister property is the Reef by the Resorts of Kuznat. Again, Merrywing Bay, again with outlook straight across to St Martin. And these two properties sit virtually side by side, but with the golf course, which they also own in the middle again. So that's a great option for the golfers. It's an 18-hole Greg Norman. I'll touch on that a little bit later. And then Quintessence, which is part of Relais and Chateau. This is like a private residence. It's 9 suites. It's on Long Bay. It's very private. They do a number of buyouts on this property as well, where people take the whole thing over themselves. And it really is very beautiful, and a wonderful art collection within it as well, the owner's private art collection. We have incredible villas on the island. They're world class, and they're at all price points. Again, I've mentioned Meads Bay before. This is one of the Little Harbour Estates property called the Beach House. Beautiful property. Annie Villas sitting over Little Bay. They're all very different. And again, it's not all about the uber luxury villas. We have some excellent properties starting at about $850 US. So for people that want a little bit more privacy, particularly in this current times, that just want to get away and not be at a resort, villas are a great option for people coming to Anguilla. And it's something that's always been part of the Anguilla portfolio. You know, we probably have over 150 villas on the island of all sizes. We also have a lovely portfolio of charming escapes. These are our small, locally owned, great little properties, still on the same beautiful beaches. Again, Meads Bay, Carrama Beach Club, a fantastic property. They offer 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartments. You literally steps out onto the white sand beach, but they will sell it as 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. So if you've got clients that just, again, don't want to take the whole property, they do have different price points for the 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. At the east end of the island, again, going back to Shell Bay East, we have Shell Bay Villas. Again, fabulous concept of studios and up to 2- and 3-bedroom apartments, again, right on the beautiful white sands. And you know, they're not the luxury resorts that we do have on offer. They're just something a little bit more comfortable, still fantastic, and again, as I said, right on the same stretch as the beach. And Fountain Beach Resort, again, another great property at Shell Bay. And there's a number of these little properties dotted around the island, and really, you know, they work with the trade, they pay commission. So do consider these when you're looking to, you know, send clients to Anguilla. And our boutique hotels, again, the portfolio of accommodation on Anguilla is quite small. As I said, being the island is quite tiny. And Manoa, again, is at the Shell Bay east end of the island. A lovely property, great rooms and suites available. And then Frangipani, which I mentioned before, which is in the Shell Bay Beach Bubble. And our beaches, I keep mentioning them. It is one of our key selling points, but we do have a lot more to offer. But people coming to Anguilla know that these beaches, they're absolutely stunning. They're never overcrowded. You're never going to get mass tourism on Anguilla. We don't do all-inclusive resort hotels with private beaches. It's very, you know, accessible to everybody, from, as I said, beautiful Shell Bay East, which I just showed you, to Little Bay. We have 6 offshore keys as well. These are little tiny islands dotted around Anguilla that you can go and spend a day on. This is Prickly Pear. And then again, gorgeous stretch of Meads Bay Beach. You know, there really is something for everybody if they're looking for that little beach that has their signature on it. Adventure, culture and activities. The island has a lot to offer in this sense with our festivals. We have Festival del Mar, which is coming up in April. We have our summer festival, July, August. We have a number of different activities and events right throughout the year, which we welcome our guests to get involved with as well. Music is a massive part of the Anguilla experience, and it could be the resort you're staying in has one of our local talent playing there that night or singing there that evening, to one of our great little beach bars. There's always music on the island. Sundays is a fun day to experience somewhere like the Dune Preserve. The chap here in the picture is Banky Banks and his son Omari Banks. He also has Moonsplash, which is coming up at the end of this month, the last full moon of March. He always hosts his own little festival. Obviously things are different this year, but again, we have a great international talent lineup normally at Moonsplash each year. Anguilla are known for being incredible boat builders, and our regattas are all throughout the year. These are the most stunning boats. They're all handmade on island and absolutely fantastic to go out to one of the festivals or the regattas to watch the sailing. It's a really big part of the island experience, and people follow the races all around the island. And again, they are very elegant and beautifully crafted. Our activities, anything from kite surfing, paddle boarding, surfing, scuba diving, snorkeling, you name it, Anguilla has it. We have also being very flat, and what people don't realize is the east end of the island is quite untouched. So if we have a lot of hiking, it's a lot of ironstone, and you can go off and literally hike and walk all around the east end of the island, and it's becoming very popular, not just visitors, but locals are out there exploring as well. It really is, as I said, quite untouched and just a great way to explore. And there's lots of caves as well, which you can dip in and have a look at, and quite unique. We have a number of tours now to various parts of the island, Cartouche, Pure Anguilla doing tours as well. So gives people an opportunity to really get to explore Anguilla a little bit more and explore around the coastline. You can kayak around. We have a great company called Liquid Glow that have transparent kayaks, which in the evening they'll take tours around the coastline. Really good fun to see, the underwater world at night. Or you can relax, you can have a beautiful massage, and you can actually have this in the water, having the water lapping underneath you, and just a super nice relaxing time. I mentioned the offshore quays. This is another one. This is Little Sandy Island, about a short boat ride from sandy ground on Anguilla, and again you can walk around here in about 3 minutes, but really fun to go over and have lunch, listen to some music, and just really relax. And you can snorkeling around the island is absolutely fantastic. The golf course is a PGA standard 18-hole Greg Norman design course. Has great endorsements from people like Nick Faldo and many others that have played there. It is a beautiful course, and one of the best in the Leeward Islands, I would say, definitely. On the water, we have great boat tours. This is lovely tradition sailing. They do trips out to our offshore quays. They do great sunset cruises as well. And they only take about sort of 12, 13 people. So if you've got a family group going out or friends, it's a great option to look at chartering it and just having a really lovely sunset tour with great sort of canapes and little mimosa or glass of wine or a cheeky rum punch. Getting around the island, being flat, bicycling is absolutely fantastic. A really good option to really explore, and all the properties, the resorts, the small charming escapes, all of these properties offer bicycles for guests complimentary to get out and about. Or you can go in one of our fabulous moats. We've got an array of colours of these that are around the island that you can hire. We've had a couple of fam trips out actually on island where they've done little tours with them with headphones on and explored, and they're really fun. But we do have the standard hire car as well. You can also get a taxi driver to take you around. We have great knowledgeable taxi drivers on the island, but most people coming to Anguilla will hire a vehicle for at least a few days of their stay. Spa and wellness, again, a huge part of the mix in Anguilla. This is the beautiful Thai house at Zemi Beach. It was originally a villa on this property, and then when the owners built Zemi, they kept it and converted it into an absolutely stunning spa. All the resorts have their own spas, but we have a brilliant array of independent wellness specialists that will still come to our charming escapes, our small boutique properties, or our villas, and provide treatments for your guests. And again, one of the other presenters mentioned, doing yoga. This is available, as I said, in resort or on a beach or anywhere your clients really want to get out and experience it. Nothing nicer than about 6 a.m. in the morning doing a nice little 1-hour yoga class. Romance, getting married, like anywhere in the Caribbean, it's a really big part of the Anguilla mix. You have to be on island and have papers lodged 48 hours, very similar to most of the island, and you can get married anywhere in Anguilla. This is the lovely little Anguilla Arch. And again, or you can get married on a beach under a palm tree, and in or one of our local churches. So there is, anything available. We also have the most incredible wellness, wedding specialists that can actually coordinate all you need, whether it's through the resort your clients are staying at, or if it's at one of the villas, or one of our smaller properties. We have great providers on island that can work with your clients and yourself. and dining. Anguilla is a foodie paradise. We always say you can't go hungry in Anguilla, from our fantastic fine dining such as Blanchard's on Meads Bay, which also have the Blanchard's Beach Shack, to great little beachside bistros, lobster, crayfish, very much an Anguilla standard, and you can't go wrong. Seriously, there's food anywhere and everywhere in Anguilla. I always say to people, stop at the little beachside barbecues, you know, really go into the valley to the Strip, which is an area just full of great little shacks all selling amazing food. You know, don't be frightened to try anything, and there's so many great places to eat on island, and again, you can spend as little or as much as you like. There is such choice. And a lovely sunset in Anguilla. You can't go wrong with a cheeky rum punch and a really welcoming, friendly Anguilla smile. One thing about Anguilla, you know, Anguillians are hugely friendly. They love welcoming visitors to their island. We have a lot of repeat guests coming back, and they become family to people that Anguillians they've met on island, and they generally love to welcome guests. I'm going to share a little bit more of the island on a brief video. And just to give you a little bit about where we are on social media, and we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Our website is, you know, full of great information. We have a Beat COVID-19 website if you want to know a little bit more about the situation there. And I'm available on email or phone. Very happy to answer any of your questions. And as we like to say, Anguilla is beyond extraordinary. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and very happy to answer any questions either now or a little bit later by email. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn. We've just got a couple of questions that have come in for you. And I know that the team have been answering a lot of questions on chat.
Thanks, ladies.
Kimberly's asked, is seaweed a concern in Anguilla?
Seaweed can be, not normally. It is seasonal, and I haven't heard anything about it lately. Sometimes at the very east end of the island, we will have some seaweed, but generally no. Okay,
perfect. What's the best time to visit and normally the lowest rates?
Any time of the year is a good time to visit, and that's a really good question actually, because traditionally we've been very quiet in September and October, but Anguilla's take now is to actually open the island up 12 months of the year. Most Caribbean rates will drop anywhere from the 15th of April onwards. They will come down, rates for properties. So, you know, I've been in Anguilla in October. It's absolutely stunning, not a cloud in the sky. I think if you're looking at price point wise, I would look after 15th of April, and, you know, do look at June, July, August. It's fantastic. You know, it's beautiful. The weather's still fantastic in the Caribbean, even though it's perceived generally as hurricane season. It really doesn't get that way until really later into the year. I would say September and October. So any time of the year, we'd love to welcome you or your guests.
Okay, perfect.
Clients, sorry.
Are the ferries between Anguilla and St. Martin running on a regular schedule currently?
No. Because the French side is closed, as is St. Bart's and Martinique and Guadeloupe at the moment, no, they're not operating at this time.
Okay, perfect.
But from the Dutch side, we are.
What are the current mask wearing restrictions?
There is no compulsory mask wearing on the island. The island is COVID-free, basically. So, you know, you don't have to wear masks. You can if you choose to, though.
Okay, perfect.
But really, there's no community spread. There's no COVID. We haven't had any cases on the island. As I said, 18 since the 1st of November, all intercepted on arrival. So there is no COVID on the island.
Brilliant.
It's
Okay,
actually recognised by World Health Organization as well, being COVID free.
Super, that's great. Quite a few people have been asking for the videos. So
Sure.
Renee, Carolyn and Luke, would you be able to send them to me? And then I can send them out to everybody, or you can follow up with everybody and send them yourself, either or.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Perfect.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, Trisha's just said, sorry, she missed the very beginning. What other island is best to twin with Anguilla?
There, you can actually do a 2-centre, very popular Antigua, obviously as a gateway, Antigua, Anguilla, St. Kitts and Nevis, Anguilla. We get a lot of people doing St. Bart's, Anguilla as well. So anywhere in between, we get guests that come in that also are doing a week's, boat charter in the BVI, where, moorings or sun sail, and then they'll come back to St. Martin, drop their boat off, and then come across to Anguilla for a week at a resort or a property. So, any of those islands were all very, very close together. So, if you were flying Anguilla to St. Bart's, it's about 15 minutes. As I said, St. Martin is 7. To go to St. Kitts, it's about 20 minutes. Everything is super close. So
Super.
it's a great option, very good option, particularly people that don't know Anguilla. It is, I always say, if they're not sure, maybe do Antigua, Anguilla, and then, or St. Kitts, Nevis. Again, with Nevis and St. Kitts, you've got a different experience to Anguilla. So they're all very, very different.
Okay, brilliant. We've just got another question that's come through. Anguilla looks amazing. The beaches are gorgeous. I'm a bit confused about the bubble during this time. Does it mean the client will quarantine at the resort or villa for their entire stay until the restrictions are lifted, or could you explain it?
Yes,
So,
they do stay at that property where they're staying. But as I said, something like Frangipani, it's on the Meads Bay bubble, or Karama is on the Meads Bay bubble. So you stay within that property. Obviously, you can use the beach. You can walk in the area of the property. You can have a driver pick you up, as I said, to take you to play golf. You can have a boat pick you up from the waterfront from the ocean front to go scuba diving, or across to one of the offshore keys. As long as they're part of the certification program, our visitors can buy into any of these activities that we're offering on the island, as long as the provider is certified. You can dine at the property, at their restaurant. They have, talking about Frangipani, they have a beautiful restaurant there called Straw Hat. If you want to have food brought to you, you can have food brought to you from one of your other favorite restaurants. You can go and dine at restaurants if they're part of the bubble program as well. But you have to make a reservation. You can't just get in a car and drive off there. You have to have a driver pick you up and a driver bring you back. You can't deviate. And you have to stay within within, as we call, stay in space for the period of time you're on island. So even if you're there for 7 days, you have to stay at Frangipani, but you can do activities off the resort as long as they're pre-booked and pre-arranged with certified providers.
okay, brilliant. We've got a couple more questions that have come in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them out to all of you, and then you can reply back one-on-one to the agents, just because I'm conscious of the time. Okay, so in terms of now the competition, if everybody can go to the chat and make sure that you're writing to panelists and attendees. And then, Carolyn, as soon as you're on, if you can just remind us what your prize is and then fire away with your question. And the first person with the correct answer will get entered 10 times into the Spin to Win tomorrow.
We're giving away a £50 Marks and Spencer's voucher, so you can treat yourself to something lovely. And my question is, how many public beaches does Anguilla have? Ooh, Sean. Oh, no.
Okay, so the first answer was Chrissy with 33. Is that correct?
Correct.
Brilliant. Okay,
Well done,
Luke.
Chrissy.
Hello, yes. My prize is £50 through the royaltonrewards.co.uk. And my question is, the hotel was formerly named what?
Sheila. Rex. That's the correct answer, is it?
Yep, it is.
Perfect. Okay, super duper. And Renee.
Yay! So our prize is a £50 Love to Shop voucher, as well as spices and chocolate. So I hope everybody was listening. On the southernmost part of Grandlands Beach, which hotel is currently being constructed? Oh,
Kimpton,
correct. Yeah.
Jill.
Congrats, Jill.
Everyone's listening.
Hey.
Hey,
Okay, so I'll do the spin to win tomorrow at lunchtime. So go onto the Facebook MBR page and go and have a look if you've won. You will be contacted if you're not on Facebook anyway. The host will drop you an email. So that concludes the Caribbean Corner for this week. So thank you to the fantastic hosts for the great presentations. And thank you very much to you guys for listening in and joining us week in, week out. So much appreciated. Don't forget to keep logging your bookings, mycaribbeanrewards.com. And we will see you all next week. So thanks,
thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
Take care.
Sarah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.